Welcome to the Partitioning Game Show. I'm your host, Miss Giddings, and I am so excited to see the math that you do today. Today we are going to play a partitioning game. Before we get started, let's go over the rules. Number 1, this is a game show after all, so let's have some fun. Number 2, we're going to go through some questions. Call out the answer you think is right, so use those math brains, get them ready to answer these questions. You will have 15 seconds to answer. Number 3, then we will discuss what the correct answer is, and of course we'll discuss why the answer is right. Let's start by doing a quick review. What does the word partition mean? The word partition means to divide a shape into equal parts. What does the word fourths mean? Fourths means we have 4 equal pieces of a partition shape. That word 4 is super key right there because we can see that the word 4 is in the word fourths. So we should have 4 pieces. Now that we've reviewed, let's get started. Question number 1. Which picture divides a rectangle into fourths? Is it A? Is it B? Is it C? Or is it D? Do you have your final answer? The correct answer is A. If we look at all of these rectangles, A is divided into 4 equal pieces. We can touch each piece and make sure and count that we have 4. I see 1, 2, 3, and 4 pieces. If we look at B, there are only 2 equal pieces. That means it is partitioned into halves. C has 3 pieces, and D is 1 whole. So A is partitioned into fourths. Question number 2. How many pieces will you have if you have partitioned a shape into fourths? How many pieces will you have if you partition a shape into fourths? Would you have A, 2 pieces, B, 6 pieces, C, 4 pieces, or D, 1 piece? Do you have your final answer? The answer is C. If you partition a shape into fourths, then you will have 4 pieces. Remember, the word 4 is in the name fourths, so we can remember we need to have 4 pieces when we partition fourths. Question number 3. Which picture is divided into 4 equal pieces? Is it A, B, C, or D? Do you have your final answer yet? The answer is A, let's look at all of these pieces. A has 4 pieces, so we know that it is divided into fourths, and they are all equal. What do you notice with B? How many pieces does B have? B only has 2 pieces, which means it is partitioned into what? It is partitioned into halves. How many pieces do we need to partition for fourths? 4 equal pieces. Well, let's look at C. I see 4 pieces for C, but are they equal? No, they are a bunch of different sizes. And D. Is D partitioned yet? D is just a whole. Question 4. Which picture is partitioned equally into fourths? A, B, C, or D? Final answer? The answer is D. Which picture is partitioned equally into fourths? Now I see that all of these pictures have 4 pieces, but are they partitioned into equal pieces? No, they are not. A has a bunch of different sized pieces that were partitioned vertically. B has pieces that were partitioned diagonally, but they are not equally partitioned. C has pieces that were broken up, but they are also not partitioned because they are not equal. And if we look at D, D has some beautifully partitioned fourths. Question number 5. Which circle is partitioned into fourths? A, B, C, or D? Final answer? B is our final answer. Which circle is partitioned into fourths? What do we need to check for when we are partitioning into fourths? How many pieces do we need? We need 4 pieces. In A, I see 2 pieces. B, I see those 4 equal pieces. C, I see 3 pieces. And D, I see 2 pieces again. So if we're looking for a partition circle into fourths, we're circling the one with 4 equal pieces. Gold star for that problem. That wraps up the partitioning game show for today. You are the best. See you next week for another round of the partitioning game. Head back to Seesaw to complete today's activity.